Hi everyone, it's Thea here, just here to spill some more tea for you guys. And this time it's about Melissa and Joe Gorga being fired from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. I really think this is the biggest possibility right now. They are most likely going to be fired because their actions are showing that they're scared. I feel like they're really scared, they're really concerned about what's going to happen at the reunion. Melissa looks like she has a game plan going in, like she said on Watch What Happens Live to Andy. And she said she's never prepared and she's never come with receipts before because she felt like she didn't have to. She also said that the claims that she was not there for Teresa. She was not there for Teresa's kids during the time that Teresa was in prison are false, but she's like, whatever, I don't care if people want to say that, they want to say that, they can say that. They're saying that because I believe it's true. Why would the kids lie? Why? Just to help their mother perpetuate another lie? It doesn't make sense. It's not something that you would lie about like randomly. And why would they just why would Gabriella come out and say it? Because she never talks. Gabriella, Teresa's kid, Gabriella never speaks, and now she is piping up about this situation. And I feel like, good, she's had enough, and she just wants to get it off her chest. And I think that Melissa and Joe are scared. I've also noticed this season that they don't let their kids interact with Teresa's kids anymore. I feel like this is the most toxic level that it's got to. And also, if I recall right, Melissa knows that Teresa gave Andy Cohen and the network a kind of ultimatum. And she said that it's either me, I'm going to stay on the show, or you're going to pick Melissa. And if you pick Melissa, I'm leaving. And I know that Bravo, the network, are not stupid, and they're definitely going to pick Teresa because Teresa pulls in all the ratings. People love Teresa. They love watching her. They love to hate her. They love to like her. People were rooting for her. You know, when she went to prison, people were rooting for her and her kids. People are rooting for Joe to get back in the country, or some people hate on Joe, but everyone wants to know what is going on ultimately in Teresa's life, whether they hate her or they love her. And that is going to be a tough pill for Joe and Melissa to swallow, that they're not liked. And people do not want to know, even if people like them, they don't care about watching Joe and Melissa. Joe and Melissa are boring without Teresa in their lives. And if Teresa was to go and Joe and Melissa were to stay, we, the public, would not be watching, and neither would the Bravo executives make a decision like that because they do not want the show to tank and they want Teresa to stay on. And I think it is a bold move by Teresa. I feel like she feels that she's finally in the position with Louis where she can make this move. She feels financially stable and Louis's backing her up. So with the money and with kind of like, he's a solid figure in her life right now, she feels. But you know how I feel about Louis. I don't feel he is what he says he is. I feel like he's got a lot of work to do on himself still. You can see sometimes there's cracks in his personality and he lets the true Louis out. I really want the best for Teresa. I started off not liking Teresa, but I've grown to love her. And also, I just want the best for her and her kids moving forward. And I don't feel like that man is good for her. But going back to Melissa and Joe, I think that they are very desperate right now and they will do almost anything to stay on the show. But I think it's a shame that they're holding their kids back from seeing their cousins, and I feel like they're doomed to repeat history. This is exactly what happened with Teresa's dad and his sister, who is Kathy and Rosie's mother. Teresa's dad had a fight with her over something really petty, and they didn't talk for years and years, and he went to his grave not talking to his sister, basically. And then they repeated that with their cousins, with Kathy and Rosie. That's what Teresa and Joe did. They just stopped talking to them. And now they're going to repeat it with themselves. They're going to cut off all communication with their children. The children can't see each other, and the brother and sister can't see each other or talk to each other. And I feel like this is a shame because they've only got each other in life, and they should be close. They should just let go of the petty stuff. They should really go to therapy together. They both need to be sitting in a therapist's office and hashing out all the problems, big and small, and just get it all out. And I feel like Melissa definitely is part of the problem because she really like nags Teresa and kind of like attacks her in a really like sly, sneaky way. And she always acts like she is some good like little girl. And she's not. We can clearly see she's not. She's always, if you even look back through the years, when Melissa was first on, she's always playing the victim, and she's always saying, well, Teresa said this, and oh, I just brought the sprinkle cookies, and she didn't like it, and she made a big deal about it. Victim, victim, victim. And she's always looking for sympathy and support. She very well knows how she is being portrayed on camera. And sources say that Joe and Melissa have been portrayed really, really well on previous seasons because they have had really close relationships with the producers and the people that work on the show, like the showrunners. And that's why they have always been, portrayed in a good light. Whereas Teresa has not been that kind or, very personable with the showrunners and the producers, etc. So that's why they've chose to, not portray her in the best of light. But I feel like everyone's true colors shine through eventually, and we see people for who they are. And that's why the public are turning now on Melissa and Joe, and we are definitely going to see them gone from the show, and they are shaking in their frickin' boots. So this is just my opinion, guys. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Just remember, everything that I've said and heard in this video is all alleged. And if you guys have any other video ideas for me, please let me know in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe, and comment for more.